So my understanding with this is it'll load the boxes all evenly, so that when it comes to unloading, it'll unload as fast as possible. Well, not really unload. Well, it'll unload these boxes onto the train as fast as possible, and we'll do the same thing on the other side eventually. Could be wrong about that for all I know. I can't tell if that's going to be close enough to... I think that'll power the Roboport. Spidertron. I gotta send a satellite into orbit. So I can unlock the space kits. Jimmy said it sounds very nice. Gonna have to make it up to Gorgeous because we missed our plans after what happened. Oh, dang. So it even affected your plans. That sucks, man. I hope she's understanding. I imagine she is. That's the way life goes sometimes. But I'm sure you'll come up with something good for her, Jimmy. Maybe at least get her some flowers or something to tide her over, you know? Yeah, something like that for a while. You know, if there's a diagonal line in your report, it means grid is off by one tile off. I do know that, yeah. At this point, I'm not too concerned with getting it perfect. That'll be for either the next playthrough or the next, how is this not built yet? Yeah, anyways, either the next playthrough or the next factory in this playthrough. Haven't decided how that's going to go yet. You know what? I don't think I have steel furnaces being made. Here's electric furnace. Yeah. See more things I should have automated, but I didn't. At least I don't think I did. Is there anything else I need? Dang it. Okay. Steel plate, stone bricks. Seems like it should be pretty easy to set up. And of course, steel continues to be kind of like a huge problem. You know what? of those all together. I could reroute that to make it work, but right now it's not a big deal. Electric furnaces are faster anyways, you don't need coal. I mean, I know that, but they take more space, so I'd have to redesign all this for them to fit. Plus, they use power, which I'm a little worried about switching all to electric right now. I don't think I have the power for it. Which, admittedly, I can definitely start boosting my power output more. But in order to do that, what I should really probably start working on is, not using basic coal. Either switching more to solid fuels, which I do have up here. How are things up here looking? It's backed up, that's good. But still, isn't there like a better, what is it called? Yeah, coal liquidification. Or was that just made for turning into heavy, light, and petroleum gas? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that made it into a different fuel. I have no idea if these are being produced either. I should probably start automating boilers and steam engines. Pipes and stone furnaces. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna do much without power. Furnaces are just good old stone. I feel like I did. Can you not search stone furnace? Maybe there's just nothing to search because I don't have any. Okie dokie. That's not a big deal. And then the boilers are pipes and stone furnaces. Yes, Jimmy, I will be trying out Marathon. I'm actually hoping to put together some people to play with. A friend of mine that comes in here, I know him as Tug Tug, but his name in chat, and this is Friendo. He was in here talking about it yesterday, so I believe he's on board for the weekend. If you're going to be around, would love to get some games in with you. I would like to spend at least a solid day, like 4 to 6 hours playing it to get an idea if I want to buy it or not. Also, since I'm texting my girlfriend about this, some miscommunications happened and my roommate took her to work today, so I'm gonna have to go pick her up at some point later tonight. So the stream might not be quite as long as I had hoped it would be. Just a heads up, so I apologize for that, guys, but it'll still be a few hours. Whoops. You're burning tons of coal to run furnaces, so half that could be power, could power all the electric furnaces. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. Oh, did I not set this up with gears? I guess I did not. Let's do... It's gonna be kinda getting... Dang, they made that too fast. Okay, there we go. I did also want to get green ones started. Okay, so is there anything in here that I need coal for besides the burners? I'm just curious how much coal I can reduce coming into the main. I mean, we can switch pretty much everything to like a solid fuel that uses fuel, like the locomotives if I wanted to. I mean, I could keep them on coal too, I suppose. Oh, grenades. TNT's being made up north. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I think grenades are the only thing I have down here in the main base, besides things like trains that need it for power. Not counting the furnaces. Like if I got rid of the coal burning furnaces, I would still need them for the grenades. But I think that's it. I would need to liquefy it so that I can make solid fuel out of it. Which we do have water up here. Kind of thinking maybe I should make like a solid fuel situation up here. Okay. But I need heavy oil to even liquefy the coal. So heavy oil, steam, and coal. That would give me heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum. Didn't realize I copied a wall when I did that. Got here, wall. I'm trying to picture how I want to do this. I mean, I could package the heavy oil, I suppose. Put it into barrels, I mean. I do have this oil down here. Of course, pump jacks are 4 things: steel plates, iron gears, electric circuits, and pipes. I did build a ton of solar panels too, so I could step up solar energy. They've just been sitting in this box for like a minute. I guess it's still making them when it gets them. Which is rare, because like everything else... Oh, hold on. Yeah, we just don't have a lot of steel bars coming in. How do I want to do this? Let's get steel bars, gears, green chips, and pipes. Is that like a satisfactory thing? Barreling fluids, running underground pipes, dealing with recycling the barrels is a pain. Shit, 1 second. Oh shit. That's not good. I never powered them. I'm probably gonna have to go deal with that. Satisfactory doesn't have underground anything. Unless you happen to find a cave and you run your stuff through it. But you can package pretty much any fluid to some degree. And it's kind of the same as in this game where like you have to deal with the emptied containers after the fact. Like after they get emptied to, you know, for wherever they get dropped off. Which seems like a pain, but it's not too bad if you use drones. That's how I've done it in the past, because they would fly in the full packaged fluids and then they'd fly out the empty ones, and it was just kind of on a repeat thing. Can't believe I forgot to power those. Yeah, that was my bad. I never connected those. That was totally my bad. I assume drones are bringing the replacement parts. Yep. You've always piped it or put it on a train if it's really far. So those were options in Satisfactory as well. Believe it or not, and I guess like this game's kind of the same. Drones are pretty darn useful and effective in Satisfactory. Like they can easily take the place of trains if you have enough drones and enough stations. And so whenever I've played, I've always gotten pretty heavy on the drones. God, see, we got to get artillery out, man. Like really bad. And honestly, trains in Satisfactory were like a big, kind of a boon for me for a long time because they were really tricky to figure out, and I had a hard time with them. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it like so. And actually, the last time I played, I kind of started to figure trains out. But I just avoided them for a long time because I had a hard time understanding them. Which again, isn't much of an issue now. I kind of get them quite a bit more. But I still wouldn't say I'm great at them. I definitely wouldn't say I'm great at them because you can make them kind of similar to this game where you have looping paths and they know which way to go and all that, and just it's kind of daunting. Oh yeah, you really should, Malver. It's come a long ways. I started the first time I played it. It was in. I mean, they called them updates with numbers, and I think it was like update 4, which was probably shortly after you played. Obviously, they started update 1 or 2 or something like that. Probably update 2, and it was beta before that. But yeah, I played a little bit in update 4. I put like 100 hours into it. Loved it at the time, and then I took a back seat for a while. I came back in update 6/7. Played again for like a bunch of time. Never really got to the end game. Of course, it wasn't even fully in there yet. And then I didn't play it again until 1.0 came out at the end of 2024. Towards the end. It was like fall 2024, something like that. And so 1.0 came out. The story was all complete. Games feature complete. Played it again, and I did a full playthrough that time. Made it all the way through all the tiers. Built the final stuff. Did the stuff at the end. There is an actual ending to that game. You can keep going after it happens, but like you see what you've been working for the whole time, and it was not what I expected. It was pretty cool. You remember in update 1 you couldn't finish the space elevator yet? Oh really? Yeah, because that's something you do pretty early in the game now. Do you mean just like building it, or do you mean like, because the space elevator is just it's an elevator to get the items up to something else that's being built up in the sky. Was there something up in the sky at the time when you played? Because you're essentially building parts for something else to get built up in the sky. It wasn't what I was expecting, so I don't want to say too much in case it wasn't what you're expecting either. You couldn't like finish it. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone could till 1.0 came out. I think they always kept the last little bit of it behind closed doors until it left early access, which was the 1.0 release. Plus they added a whole bunch of dialogue stuff. And also, like, I'm sure they were in the game, because I remember them being in the game as early as update 4. But there's alien artifacts called summer sloops, and what are the spheres? I can't think of what they're called right now. And even as late as, I think, like, update 8, they didn't have a function in the game. They were in the game, you could find them, they're all over the world, they're, like, natural to the planet. But there was no real use for them yet. They very much have a use now. Like, the one thing I would recommend, and you don't get it till like tier 6, I think, is as soon as you get access to dimensional depots, do it. It's like the way drones are a game changer for this game. Dimensional depots for that game it's like it can just changes everything. Oh yeah, the power slugs. I don't remember when those got put into use, but they're everywhere and they're still useful. You use them kind of like the productivity and efficiency modules in this game. You put them in machines to make them work faster. And you can dial in how much it benefits it. It's not quite as... It's usually just at the cost of extra power. Okay, that's good. Actually, really quick, while I'm down here, I wanna... Oh yeah, right there. It's like, I thought I heard shooting. It was right there. Okay, the only gap I really have in my walls is right through here. And they would have to come through here. I mean, unless they attack these walls over here, which they definitely could. But they would have to walk through here, which will probably get them shot. Man, I wonder if I should just finish that. Just cap it. This wall down here still doesn't have any defenses at all. That's a little concerning. But yeah, a big part of Satisfactory, and it definitely lends itself to it because it's a first-person view game, is that there's a lot of exploring to do. Like, it's not a randomly generated map. I don't think it ever was, but maybe it was in the alphas. You'd have to tell me because I just don't recall in the early alphas. But the whole map's handcrafted, and so there's just a lot of cool stuff to see and a lot of cool stuff to find, and they give you the tools to do that. What, is this not connected? It's not. What is it connected to? Well, that would explain why that wall's not complete. So, like, I was actually just talking about this on a Satisfactory group. Like, I liked, and it seems like a lot of people do this, I liked in Satisfactory, a lot of times after hours of building, I would kind of take a break from building and go out into the world using the object scanner to find certain things that I was looking for. And as well as caves, there's secrets and stuff around the map. And, you know, I'd spend like an hour zooming around the map with my jetpack or whatever current movement device I have. Just like looking for things like the summer sloops, the slugs, what have you. Okay, I think I can get out of here for right now. Hopefully. Okay, I gotta figure out a coal situation. Actually, hold on. Stay right here for a sec. Let's go back to... I wanted to make the pump jacks. Or not place them, like literally make them. I just figured I could just pull off these lines for 2 of the items, and then maybe just drone in the other 2. The hell? There we go. So green chips and steel here. And then gears and pipes. Of course, gears and pipes. Uh-oh. Something's being attacked. Ah, yeah, okay, I see. I need to set up more defenses. That was kind of the idea behind the walls there. Oh, let's go this way. I really just need to make all walls armed. It doesn't really make them a whole lot of sense to have walls that aren't armed. Oops, I'm not paying attention. Don't map and drive, guys. Looks like they're trying to set up a base down here by the water. But, you know what, guys? I'm not having it. How can I make this work better for me? It did at least work well as an early warning system. That was kind of like the idea behind it, I think. I mean, I could pull logistics out to here so I could use it for ammo and such. I could put guns on all these walls, which isn't a terrible idea. Hey, Malbur, I know I can add land to water with the landfill. Can I subtract land or essentially add water? Like, could I put water and make a water gap here, or is that just not possible? The opposite direction, I guess, as it were. It's always been a static map. Yeah, I really feel like they put a lot of time and effort into making that map interesting and fun, and I think they did a great job. No, there's a mod. Okay, that's fine. We're not doing mods right now. I actually highly respect Coffee Stain for doing that, because they did a killer job. There's so many like little nooks and crannies all over that map. There's secret things you can find in them. A lot of the other, a lot of some of the more rare materials are down in caves, like the, what's it called? The Sam ore, which you probably saw it in the early game, but it had no use at the time. I don't think it had a use until 1.0 released. And that's not on the network. I need to just like blueprint. I don't have a section that's straight enough that I want a blueprint though. It's so silly. Okay. Actually. So many crooked lines. I know, guys. I know. I know it's bad. You know what? I just don't care, though. Oh, I wish you could see the logistics boxes on the ones that aren't built yet. Dang it, where did that... Did I not save it by not putting it... Oh, what's going on? Oh, they're dead. That's fine. Which one's this one? Oh, yeah, that's that one. Okay. Oh, the bots are trying. What we should do... Get those closer. Yeah, you couldn't even mine it. I think it was just an alien ore. Exactly. It was. So yeah, that comes into play for various things. Like the dimensional depot. I believe that's part of it. Yeah, dimensional depot's dope. What are you doing up here? Just topping off the ammo? That makes sense. How are we doing here? Everything's still staying full. That's good. About fluids. Can I make? No. Still kind of trying to decide how I want to expand out here. So I'm thinking of inverting this wall right here to actually go across this gap right here. Problem is we do have a little gap right there we'd have to deal with. But I mean, I could run turrets along this whole thing all the way down here as well. I should probably be running turrets out to here. Let's get some ammo out here too. So one thing too is if I cap this end with turrets and then run turrets along this wall, I can probably get rid of these turrets here. I do need to run them along these two walls down here as well, though. They're going to get attacked at some point. Of course, they're not in pollution, so it's not really a huge concern. It's just all these ones are in the pollution. And these ones up here, but they seem to be holding fine, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. What's up, Ratza? Thank you, thank you. Got logistic networks in place and horribly out of alignment all over the place. It's just the way it's gonna be. We're on for function over form right now. I'm currently trying to expand out this way. Let's see, did I ever... Where's explosives? We got explosives here. Oh yeah, those are for the cannon shells. Sure. Oh yeah, and cliff explosives need barrels and grenades. Oh, and I do have barrels being made here. Okay. Let's also get those on the network. Oh, dang it. Yeah, we never got those made. Okay. That will start making them. Did I accidentally delete? Oh, I probably cut it instead of copying. That's my bad. Didn't realize I got rid of them.